In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest Bitcoin technical analysis as the market is currently consolidating. Also, ARK sells the remainder of their GBTC holdings, investing $100 million into the Bitcoin ETF. Also, Trump cashing out his NFT earnings while the ordinals debate goes to ish. And more. Also breaking news, MicroStrategy plans to acquire 5% of all the Bitcoin in a massive power play, according to the high priest, Max Kaiser. We'll also be discussing Bitcoin can hit $1 million per coin by 2029, says Chamber of Digital Commerce CEO. I'll be explaining why. And speaking of $1 million price predictions, we also have the former Goldman Sachs executive, Raoul Pal. He says the crypto bull market barely started and unveils his $1 million massive Bitcoin price forecast by 2025. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more in today's show. But without further ado, if you're new to the channel, be sure to smash that subscribe button to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. Also, be sure to smash the like and hit the bell icon to turn on all notifications, as it helps out tremendously with the YouTube algorithm. Our goal is to get to 100,000 subs and help usher in this mass Bitcoin adoption in 2024. So let's go. This is pod episode number 1505. I'm your host, JV, and today is December 28th, 2023. Naturally, we have lots to cover. Quick shout out to Barack Monfils Evangelista, just gifted a MicroStrategy membership of the channel. So it looks like, unimagine, you've just been blessed with a free membership of the channel. You can thank Barack on that one. Welcome AI, Reations, and everyone else just tuning in to the live stream. We greatly appreciate the support. But anyways, let's check out our market watch as we do each and every day. We got Bitcoin correcting, trading just above 42,500, down 1.4% on the day. We have Ether barely in the green, just shy of 2,400. BNB actually one of the big pumpers, up 7% on the day, trading above $331, while Solana, Cardano, AVAX, XRP are all pulling back and in the red. And to get a monthly perspective, as you can see here, Bitcoin still up 14% on the month, Ether up 17%, XRP up 4%, BNB 45%, Solana, wow, almost 80%, Cardano 65%, and AVAX leading the charge, up roughly 97%. And checking out coinmarketcap.com, the current crypto market cap is sitting at $1.67 trillion, with just above 80 billion in volume for the past 24 hours. Bitcoin dominance on the decline. We're back below 50%. In fact, it's 49.8% according to CoinMarketCap. The Ether dominance actually back on the rise at 17.1%. The lowest I saw the ETH dominance was a few days ago, potentially a week ago. It hit a low of 16% and it's been bouncing back since. And checking out the top 100 crypto gainers of the past 24 hours, we got Satoshi Vision leading the pack again, up 32% on the day and 80% on the week. We have Pancake Swap up almost 10%, followed by eCash up 8.5%. Below that, we have ICP, Bitcoin Cash, and BNB. Now, which altcoins are you most bullish on for this bull run? Please do let me know in the comments right down below. And checking out the crypto bubbles to get a visual perspective of how the alts are performing on the daily. You can see the majority are pulling back, with a handful killing it in the green, with BSV leading the pack. And zooming out on the monthly, you still got massive gainers across the board. Sats up over 500%, Bonk 250%, Ordi 250%, Celestia 118%. You got Corgi, I guess that's another meme dog coin, up 220%. Just massive overall gainers. ICP 117%, Woo 110%, HNT 156%, AVAX 98%, and BitTorrent 169%. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, we're currently rated a 73 greed. Yesterday a 73, last week a 70, and last month a 68 in greed. So there you have it, my crypto fam. Which cryptos are you most bullish on for this bull run? Please do let me know. We do have lots to cover, family, so we're just going to dive right into our TA and see what's happening as far as the market is concerned. The headline reads, BNB takes back fourth place from Solana with a 12% surge as Satoshi Vision explodes 60%. That's right. While Bitcoin jumped slightly over the past 24 hours, even nearing 44,000, many alts have outperformed it and reduced its market dominance by roughly 0.5% in the day. That's right. The Bitcoin dominance is now back down under 50%. So let's discuss some of the alts on the roll. We got Binance Coin, aka BNB, emerging as the top gainer from the larger cap alts with a massive 12% surge that pushed the price to $330. Moreover, Solana is down by over 6% after tapping a high of roughly $120. I think we're back below 100 now. Cardano also skyrocketed 9%, trading at 65 cents. Ethereum, on the other hand, is up 6% now. It's actually sitting just shy of $2,400 as the altcoins continue on their rally. However, there has been a bit of a correction since this article was published, as everything is going back in the red, the majority of the coins. Bitcoin had a rocky start to the week, hovering around 43,000 during the weekend, but fell down to 42.5 on Monday and dropped further on Tuesday to a weekly low, which sits at 41,600. But something I have noticed, these pullbacks are shorter and shorter lived during this bull run. Have you noticed that? And this is where the bulls stepped up, though. They pushed the asset north in the following days, which culminated earlier today with a price surge of 43,800. We're looking to reattempt to break 44,000 once again, but unfortunately, we started dropping back down. But there you have it, family. Now I want to quote Max Kaiser. He shared this yesterday. I don't look at the price. I look at the hash. Hash precedes the price. The miners are the significant risk takers, not the speculators. The mainstream financial media only looks at price. So they missed the entire Bitcoin move from $1 to 44,500. They also missed the move to $400,000 per Bitcoin. Let me know if you agree or disagree with that sentiment from the one and only Max Kaiser. But anyways, let's dive into our next story of the day and discuss the latest with ARK dumping all of their GBTC shares. GBTC being the largest Bitcoin trust in the world, currently holding over 620,000 BTC. So making some big moves here. Cathie Wood of ARK Invest. Cathie is led institutional asset management firm ARK Invest, liquidated its entire remaining Grayscale Bitcoin Trust holdings worth $200 million today, December 28th, revealed Bloomberg ETF analyst Eric Balchunas, as they announced here on X. Today, ARK sold its entire remaining GBTC position and used half the money, 100 million-ish, to buy BITO, which is a Bitcoin ETF, likely as liquidation transition tools to keep beta to Bitcoin while its legs into ARK W and ARK B, end of an era. So there you go. The investment firm used half the money, which was 100 milli, from the sale to invest in the Bitcoin futures ETF BITO. However, the analyst believes it's a temporary parking spot for the investment firm as it looks for more liquidity-rich portfolio. Bloomberg ETF analyst Balchunas said this latest investment shift by ARK has made it the second largest BITO holder. Now, ARK Invest started offloading GBTC shares back in October when the Bitcoin price first hit 34,000. At the time, the investment firm sold over 100,000 GBTC shares worth $2.5 million from its ARK Next Generation Internet ETF. The firm sold another 809,000 GBTC shares December 19th worth almost $28 million. And apart from dumping the GBTC, ARK Invest also liquidated almost 149,000 Coinbase shares worth $27.5 million from its ARK Next Generation Internet ETF. The latest investment move by the asset management firm comes at a crucial juncture when there is intense speculation about the approval of the spot Bitcoin ETF. That's right. Now, ETF analyst Balchunas has given a 99% chance of approval now for Bitcoin ETF before the deadline of January 10th. So he upped it. Initially, they were saying 90%. Now they're saying 99% chance of approval. Let me know if you agree or disagree with that sentiment, which would mean in 2 weeks, we get the green light from the SEC. ARK Invest CEO Cathie Wood, known Bitcoin proponent, has said that the chances of the spot Bitcoin ETF are high as well. During a recent interview, Wood said that the growing anticipation around the potential approval of the spot Bitcoin ETFs could negatively impact the Bitcoin price in the short term, but the long-term perspective is promising. So there you have it. Crypto fam, what are your thoughts with her dumping all their GBTC shares and purchasing some of the Bitcoin ETF and parking their cash there? How do you think this will likely impact the market, if at all? And what do you feel Cathie Wood's next major move will be? Please do let me know. But anyways, fam, we still got a lot to cover. So let's break down our next story of the day and discuss the latest with Donald Trump NFTs. The headline actually reads right here, Trump cashing out NFT earnings, ordinals debate goes to ish, and more. Former United States President Trump appears to be cashing out a great deal of Ethereum he made through selling his NFTs, which his affiliated wallet transferring 1,075 Ether into Coinbase since December 8th. Trump made the ETH from his NFT collections, which recently included his infamous mugshot. How many of you purchased a Trump NFT? Let me know. That was captured when he surrendered himself to authorities in Georgia back in August. And according to the blockchain intelligence platform Arkham, the Trump Link wallet moved 1,075 ETH, worth roughly $2.4 million, to Coinbase over 13 transactions since December 8th. Most withdrawals came in batches of 100, 125, and 200 ETH, as announced here by Arkham on X. Now, Trump's ETH balance had been steadily increasing since October, reaching a peak of 4 million before the selling spree began. Years ago, Trump referred to cryptos as fake and a disaster waiting to happen back in August of 2021 when he defended the US dollar as a key to the country's economic success. He is running for president again, as we all know, in 2024. Let me know if you feel he is likely to win this presidency. And we also have some Bitcoin Pro presidential candidates this year, which include Vivek Ramaswamy. We have DeSantis. We also have RFK Jr. running as independent, all pro-Bitcoin, anti-CBDC. So let me know who you feel will likely win the presidency this year or next year in 2024. Now let's discuss a little bit about the Bitcoin ordinals. Commentators have found a new way to describe the ever-evolving ordinals debate. And this time it's pretty gross. Since ordinals launched back in January, Bitcoin supporters and critics have been in fierce debate over whether it adds value to Bitcoin's network or it's spam. Now, Tomer Strolight, editor-in-chief at Bitcoin financial services firm Swan, described the conflict using a rather graphic analogy. Here's what he said. A guy ishes in the street. It stinks. He encourages others to ish in public, clogging the streets with ish. He says it brings new people to the city because they're degenerates who like it. It's okay, he says. They pay to ish, but ish everywhere has made everything cost more. What a great metaphor. Another Bitcoiner said ordinal artists were akin to people paying admission to start ishing in the pool. Interesting, quoting them here. Imagine someone builds a swimming pool for his community. You have to pay to enjoy the privilege of using the pool, and it's a market-based price with limited pool capacity. One day, a bunch of men dressed as wizards come, pay their entrance fee, and start ishing in the pool. Oh no. The comment is likely a reference to the Taproot Wizards, a digital art collection inscribed by the Bitcoin ordinals, which had played a major role in driving ordinal adoption in 2023. Quoting Eric Wall here, there is nothing funnier to me that there is legit Bitcoiners out there right now suffering every day because they feel like Bitcoin has become full of farts and they are simply powerless to stop it. And the ordinals craze is still causing a heated debate in the crypto community. I'd actually love to know your personal thoughts with ordinals. Do you feel they are more of a bug, or do you feel it's the future? Let me know your honest thoughts. Now, clearly, Ordi, which is the ordinals coin, has been killing it since the inception. And now there's other meme coins on the Bitcoin blockchain, which are also up several 100% thus far this year. So let me know your thoughts surrounding ordinals. Have you ever used them? Are you interested in Bitcoin NFTs? Do you think it should move and fork? That's been another potential discussion as well. Let me know your thoughts. But anyways, we still got a few more stories to share with you. So the next story, we're going to discuss the latest. Max Keiser blew the whistle and ultimately shared that MicroStrategy plans to acquire 5% of all the Bitcoin in a massive power play. They already have roughly 1% of the Bitcoin supply off the back of their major recent purchase announced just, I think, yesterday of over a $600 million buy. So let's break this baby down, and shout out to Max Keiser. MicroStrategy's aggressive acquisition strategy has set the crypto world abuzz. The company aims to acquire a staggering 5% of all the Bitcoin, equivalent to over 1 million BTC. Max, advisor to President Bukele over in El Salvador, spotlighted this ambitious goal, positioning MicroStrategy as a leader in Bitcoin adoption. Quoting Max here, using a collateral seesaw back and forth between stock and debt issuance and buying Bitcoin, MicroStrategy and Saylor have a clear path to grab 5% of all the Bitcoin in existence, which is over 1 million Bitcoin in total. Now let's discuss Saylor's strategic vision. He recently invested $615 million into Bitcoin. This move goes beyond just increasing the company's Bitcoin revenues. It represents a visionary shift in how corporations manage assets and protect against traditional financial uncertainties. As Saylor announced here, MicroStrategy acquired the additional 14,620 BTC for $617 million at the average price of $42,100 per Bitcoin. And as of the 26th, which was 2 days ago, MicroStrategy now holds over 189,150 Bitcoin, acquired for $5.9 billion at an average buying price of $31,168 per BTC. Now, the Bitcoin therapist, a respected voice in the crypto community, praises MicroStrategy's strategy. With the company shares currently valued at $670 each, there is speculation that this could potentially rise to $22 million, driven by MicroStrategy's substantial Bitcoin holdings and dynamic of the market. Now, quoting the therapist here, Saylor is absolutely devouring the Bitcoin supply, and there is nothing Wall Street, the SEC, or Elizabeth Warren can do to stop it. MicroStrategy is redefining what it means to be a forward-looking business. We are witnessing the greatest strategic move by a company in history. Now, here's another tweet source from Kaiser. MicroStrategy prepping a $5 billion mixed debt and equity self-offering, another 100,000 Bitcoin buy. What are your thoughts? And even Adam Back shared some insights. Note how this works as MicroStrategy sold 610 million new shares at the market, diluting existing shareholders' percentage of ownership, but it uses the proceeds to buy Bitcoin. And in fact, again, Bitcoin share ratio increased. The net effect is about 1.4 anti-dilutive into Bitcoin per share. So there you have it. And Max also shared here, speaking of BlackRock, if only 5%, this is actually a throwback. I shared this on July 15th. So this is an older Max rant. And it's interesting because this was before Larry Fink and BlackRock adopted or announced adopting Bitcoin. He wrote this or shared this, and I transcribed it. If only 5% of that money ends up in Bitcoin, you're talking about a price of 600, 700, 800,000 per BTC, which of course is a target now within reach. If Larry Fink over at BlackRock, the 9 trillion gun, is going to start firing bullets at this little Bitcoin target, and lo and behold, they're now firing bullets at this Bitcoin target. So mad respect to Max Kaiser. Now, beyond corporate boundaries, MicroStrategy extends beyond corporate implications. Bitcoin advocate Luke Broyles believes this could influence other companies and even countries to see Bitcoin as a vital asset. Quoting him here, Michael Saylor just bought another 615 milli worth of biddies. This is bullish, but not why most think. MicroStrategy stock may go to 22.1 million. Bitcoin will go to 1.4 billion. Hyperinflation not required. Seriously. And he actually has an in-depth thread you can check out in the show notes below the video in the description. And comparing Saylor's strategy to a strategic game, Saylor's or strategy's approach is innovative by reallocating assets from company stocks to Bitcoin. They're setting a new standard in corporate value creation. This move, while unconventional, can make a significant change in corporate finance. Yeah, this could be perceived as a speculative attack on fiat currency in real time. Saylor clearly has the blueprint and will continue to make big moves. Do you feel he will achieve his goal and eventually acquire 5% of all the Bitcoin in circulation? Let me know your honest thoughts. But anyways, now let's get to our $2 million predictions back to back. I have two bullish scenarios to paint for you. The first one is 7-figure Bitcoin price prediction by the year 2029. Then we'll discuss macro guru Raoul Pal, the ex-former Goldman Sachs employee or insider, predicting that Bitcoin can go as high as $1 million this cycle peak in 2025. But first, let's discuss our first one. The headline reads, Bitcoin could hit $1 million a coin by 2029, according to the Chamber of Digital Commerce CEO. Here's why. And yesterday, we did a react session actually to our interview making this prediction exclusively on Rumble. If you missed it, you can check it out after the show. The chief executive of the Chamber of Digital Commerce says the Bitcoin could hit a 7-figure price tag by 2029 if adoption continues at this current rate. In a new interview on CNBC, Perianne Boring, the crypto advocacy group founder and CEO, says the Bitcoin's fair value price is like already somewhere between 100,000 and 210,000 per token. Let me know if you agree with her fair price value. That's pretty lit. And according to Boring, a combination of mass adoption and limited supply will greatly boost Bitcoin's market cap price during the next 5 years. Quoting her from this interview, we use valuation models to try to understand what the value of Bitcoin is today. We all know what the price is, but the real question, what we need to understand, that investors need to understand this. What is the value? We use 4 different valuation methods. Today, it has the price of Bitcoin currently valued at 100,000 to 210,000 per BTC. We also apply an S-curve analysis to look at the long-term adoption of Bitcoin. Currently, about 40% of the US households have already allocated and own some form of cryptocurrency today. We're on track for 90% adoption by 2029. Once we hit that 90% adoption, the price could go as high as $1 million a coin because, again, Bitcoin has that limited supply, which is a key feature of this technology. So there you have it. Let me know if you agree or disagree with her bullish price prediction. And like I said, if you want to watch this actual video clip with me reacting to it live and in the flesh, it was in yesterday's episode exclusive on Rumble, where we do the uncensored version of the show with JV Reacts. And let me know your thoughts if you agree or disagree with the analyst. But anyways, fam, now let's dive into our featured story of the day and discuss the macro guru, Raoul Pal, predicting in a new interview that Bitcoin could hit as high as $1 million per coin this cycle peak in 2025, which is only 2 years out. Let's freaking go. So here's the headline. Former Goldman Sachs executive says the crypto bull market barely started, unveiling his massive Bitcoin forecast. Here you go. The former Goldman Sachs exec, Raoul Pal, believes the crypto bull market has only just begun, despite the large digital asset gains this year in 2023. He shared with his subscribers on his YouTube channel that the bull market cycle can last for years, causing Bitcoin to potentially soar as high as $1 million per coin by 2025. Quoting him here, here's the chart, the long-term chart of Bitcoin since 2013. Some people use this chart longer term. I used to, but the early cycles was so kind of ridiculous that it screws up the chart. Other than that, it is actually a perfect logarithmic trend. And as you know, we think the business cycle peaks sometimes in the end of 2025, which would suggest a crazy sort of target that would get somewhere between $500,000 and $1 million per coin in Bitcoin. Do I expect that? Probably not, but who the hell knows, right? Well, at least he's honest about it. Now, Powell suggests the current bull market cycle is similar to the 2016-2017 cycle, when a huge influx of liquidity sent digital assets higher. He also says that even though Bitcoin and other altcoins have had strong rallies at the end of 2023, he believes the current bull market cycle is in its infancy. Quoting him here, these cycles can be crazy, and this one feels more like the 2016-2017 cycle than it does the prior cycle. Let me know if you agree or disagree with that sentiment. And that cycle didn't have a lot of central bank printing, not in the United States, but central bank balance sheets were rising. We saw 20% growth of liquidity, and what happened was crypto absolutely exploded. I kind of feel like that's the case. I don't focus on the end target, I focus on the structure. But I'm just showing you the magnitude of the opportunity. And we're still at one standard deviation oversold. It's all to play for. We are barely started. So there you have it. Let me know if you agree or disagree with that sentiment from Raoul Pal. I also like to point out that the stock to flow model is predicting post 2024 halving, which is in about 3.5 months to take place in April 2024. We can expect the Bitcoin price to be between $100,000 and $1 million per coin between 2024 and 2028. Let me know if you agree with Plan B and the stock to flow model, as well as Raoul Pal. Let me know your thoughts.